Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to day 3, remote learning. I'm just dropping in because I wanted to tell you a couple of things going on with our work for school closure. If you go ahead and head into classwork, I did add a new activity, which is called the daily check-in / attendance. So every day I have to take attendance. So you have to check in by 2 o'clock. So you get to do by 2 o'clock each day. This is just going to take you to a Padlet, and it's going to ask a question. You just have to answer the question in a brief sentence. Shouldn't take you more than a minute or two. So the question today is, where in your home do you do your remote learning? So if you double click on that, it'll take you to the Padlet, and you can either double click anywhere or you can hit the plus sign. That was what I did before. I'm going to get rid of Bob. So if you hit the plus sign, it says anonymous because you're not going to sign in. You don't have a login. So you can just put your name where the title is here, and then just write your answer. And I was just kind of playing around. There's some neat things you can do down here. You can take a picture of yourself. Here they have some images, videos, audio, web. Put a link in, but only if it's appropriate. Nothing kind of silly. Again, this shouldn't really take you more than 30 seconds to a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops, but I was just having some fun with it. Okay, so after that, you've got your reading, which today is going to be some slides for Miranda. I also included in that slide an empty slide where you're going to write a letter to me. So normally you would do your weekly letter in your colored folder about what you're reading for your 15 minutes every night, Fanatic reading. But instead, I'm just asking you to write me a letter about that section that you read yesterday for Miranda. And then 15 minutes of I Ready, and then if you have an extra time, do Prodigy. Speaking of Prodigy, I did check in, and we are overall in 93rd place. That's awesome. We came down from like 200s. Last week, our accuracy was at 88.2%. That's not too bad. We were in 261st place. And for this week, we're currently in 243rd place, but we're only at 81.7% accuracy. So if you're getting time to play Prodigy, that's great. Keep it up. If not, because you're busy with other things, that's okay. For writing today, we're on paragraph 3. And I know, like I said, the first day I kind of made a boo-boo. You don't have to turn this in until Friday. So on Friday for writing, I will have a spot for you to turn in your writing. You would just have to add attachment and do that. If you had already turned it, I tried to return it to you. If you go into Google Drive and it's now a PDF, when you open it, it should say open with, and then you should be able to turn it back into a doc. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to show that to you right now. I don't know if I have any PDFs. Let me see if I can do this. Thanks for your patience. It's just like school. We've got plenty of PDFs here. All right, I'm going to take Sachin's. Hope you don't mind, Sachin. So I just opened Sachin's, and he handed it in as a PDF, okay? So I just went into Google Drive. I opened it up, and then see right here where it says Open With? If you click that and go to Google Docs, it'll open it as a Google Doc. And then you can write in it, because I know there's a problem that some of you weren't able to write, and now you can type. So the paragraphs are good. Tomorrow I'm going to try and do a little video on revising and editing, and just pointing out a couple of things that I'm sort of seeing going on with the writing, as far as beginning sentence, ending sentence, and your format looks pretty good, but we'll do a little bit of that tomorrow. All right, after that, you've got math, which today it is a math test. It is the Topic 10 test, and you're going to have to go into Pearson Realize to work on that. It's maybe 10 questions or so, however many questions there were on the work you did yesterday. You are allowed to use those red and green pages from your math book to help you. And then if you have time, you can do 10 minutes of I Ready Math. Feedback survey. This is just a brief survey about the assignments I'm giving, about how long it takes. So please give me effective feedback. Today may be a little bit longer than normal because you're taking that math test. But for the last 2 days, be honest about the work. And then, of course, there's the Scholastic News. The last thing I want to point out, because it's taking way too long, is this extra resources button. So if you're getting these things done in lightning speed, or you're the kind of person who, when I posted it at 3 o'clock on Monday, you were Tuesday's work, you were halfway done before Tuesday even came. Make sure you go into these extra resources. There's a whole bunch of things listed here. I keep adding more. So BrainPop has been in there, GoNoodle, Study Island, Scholastic Learn at Home has tons and tons of activities you can do. And then I just added these two, which seem really cool. So there's a whole bunch of virtual field trips. Gab, I thought of you. There's one, looks like it might be about pandas if you go to the San Diego Zoo. And look, Alyssa, this looks like what you found when you were talking about the regions and social studies. So yeah, so you might want to go there. That looks like it could be some fun. And then this one, I don't know how many Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus fans I have, or the Piggy and Elephant series fans, but Mo Willems is the author of that, and he's doing a series of, live drawings. This one happens to be a recording. I think he's doing it every Monday. But yeah, you might want to check that out too. All right, again, I've talked way too long. But I hope you are all doing well, and I'm excited to hear what feedback you have to give to me. And we're working on something real special for Friday. So stay tuned. All right, bye-bye.